Well, hello to all my beautiful and badass souls. Welcome to Firestarpassion Tarot. Before we get into this reading, you guys remember that energy is very fluid and time is omnipresent. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Also, show me some love, like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Without further ado, we're gonna get straight into this reading. We are gonna be taking a look at the overall energy of your person of interest, the person you're inquiring about. We'll also dive deeper into that energy. We'll also clarify and pull some ending advice for you. So without further ado, collective, let's get into this reading. All right, so we're going to tap into the overall energy of, again, your person that you're inquiring about. I will break this down for you. Then we'll use tarot to really clarify it even more. And then, like I said, we'll wrap it all together with clarification and then pull you some ending, I guess, advice from the universe surrounding this reading, right? Not necessarily advice when it comes to what to do, but just advice when it comes to the reading itself, right? The message coming through. Okay, first card on the table, we have the One. Being grounded by the King. This is your king, your masculine energy. So now either I may be speaking to the king directly, so you could be the masculine energy, or I'm speaking to you in the concept of you're the feminine, inquiring about your masculine. But cross-watchers are welcome on this channel, so most definitely masculine. If you're checking in, this message could be directed straight towards you. The universe has a weird way of working. Keep an open mind. I know that this is my masculine. I know that I am this king. I know that I can serve, that I can love. I know that I can accept. I know that I can resonate with you. But I also know that I can ignore you. I can refuse you, omit you, exclude you, right? Because of my ego. This is very one-sided, right? This is, yes, I'm capable of so much more, but that's brief. It's limited, right? It feels like this is a masculine, is not fully invested, does not compromise, right? If I'm speaking to a feminine, it's painful because this is a masculine that's absent because, again, even though they're capable of loving, they choose to run. They choose to, you get what I'm saying, disconnect. It's feeling so united, right? So connected, feeling just so right, meant to be. But it also feels like it's just so far away, out of reach. What is wanted, what is dreamt of, what is desired, right, has faded, is faded. So again, it's just automatically from the very first card on the table, this is going to be an emotional read. This is going to be an impactful read. This is going to be a difficult read, right? Because there's just so much power coming from these two cards alone. And the chance that these cards would come out together. You get what I'm saying? The One, the king, the masculine, the person who can rule, who can command. I mean, the emperor himself, right? The One. I mean, clearly this masculine is someone who is looked up to, who is respected, who can be so kind, right? Who can be so giving, but chooses to make people feel less, right? To make people feel oppressed. They mistreat and misuse that power of divinity, that power of nobility, right? With the power of corruption. Makes sense? It's like you're a king, but you choose to act like a peasant, right? And instead of being the king that you are, the king that I know you are, you rummage within pigeons, right? You get what I'm saying? I mean, to know that this masculine has the power to make fair decisions, right? To be thorough, right? To be strategic, to be powerful, and to not do so, right? To misuse that power. It doesn't feel like, in this energy at least, there's pride or dignity. This is, I'm ashamed. But what's really also important about these two coming together that is probably going to be that hard pill to swallow. Divine uses the king to channel a deep healing. The divine uses the king to bring awareness to the deep healing that needs to take place, to the things that need to change. The one is number 30. The king is number 12. So the king himself creates a journey. 12, 1 and 2 is 3, right? 30 simplifies to 3. So your person, the one, the king, the masculine, the emperor, chooses to create his own journey away, right? Disconnected, refusing and withdrawing from his true one. So even though this masculine is being acknowledged as the one, you are the one for him, regardless if he refuses it or not. That's why this card came out, right? Because this is your person. This is your counterpart. You are this person's counterpart. But each of you guys are on a different journey. And this king was used by divine for this journey to even be started, for this journey to even begin. Where you're at right now in this moment, each of you on your separate paths is exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay, that wanted to come out. The sword's coming out as well. Being grounded by the king still, right? Because I didn't have a chance to really go through it. But clearly, this emperor, right, has the power to take action, right? The swords represent ego, the mind, right? So clearly this person is selfish, right? Can really be in their ego, can be egotistical, right? Again, though, remember, divine uses the king, right? So there's the lightning strike. There's the divine intervention, right? Lightning in tarot and an oracle represents divine intervention, right? Divine powers at play. And I mean, clearly you can see the sword is like the transition. It's like the in-between, between the color, the warmth, the sun, and the darkness. But at the same time, the moon exists, right? The darkness exists. The feminine exists in the light, right? There's a lot of duality. There's a lot of compromise. There's a lot of twin flame energy in this card, right? In the ego, mentally, both of you guys on your separate journeys, experiencing this balance, right? So again, even though you're afar, even though you're apart, even though you're separate, both of you exist in one another, right? Maybe not fully, but a little bit, enough to balance that person out. So even though this person was again used by creator, source, raw energy to get you to experience a journey, it's also happening for this king as well, right? As much as this king refuses, rejects, within, there's still this acceptance, right? This accepting that you're the one, that the journey should be with the one, right? But there's this contrast, there's this duality, there's this separation, there's this, so it's very contradicting, because in one aspect, this king knows, but in the other, this king refuses to accept, right? And then on the other opposite end, it feels like for feminine, I accept, I can't deny, I can't refuse, right? I can't even acknowledge that you're not the one, right? Because you are the one for me. The knife represents, betrayal. It cuts, right? It's sharp. It damages, right? It's a weapon, right? So the ego, the mind, the self is a weapon. And I mean, clearly this weapon can be used, for things that are really essential in life, right? Needing to cut through the bull, needing to protect and defend yourself from people who bull. But I mean, on the negative end, it's clearly that I can hurt you. I can betray you with it, right? I can make hasty decisions and hurt you in a dull way with a dull knife, right? I mean, think about someone cutting a steak with a sharp knife and a dull knife. I mean, how tiring and exhausting is it to sit there and try to cut a piece of meat with a dull knife? Because it's like you're doing more damage. I don't know if that makes sense, but it feels like this person being dull, right, not being excited, not being encouraged was almost more painful than stabbing you or stabbing the stick with a sharp knife, metaphorically. Remember, I use a lot of metaphors here on my channel. So again, just keep a very open mind. But I mean, clearly, right, this masculine has betrayed, right, but has the power to protect, is essential to feminine, but has also caused so much pain to feminine. The sword is number 62. 6 and 2 is 8. 8 is all about, again, that mind being strategic. So of course, the mind can make you do things, right? Take action, whether that's in negative or positive ways. So it feels like the mind, right? The ego was fast, right? Too fast. It never slowed down. The masculine's mind never slows down. So it doesn't have a time to take a break. It doesn't have time to take its time. It's quick, it's hasty, it's fast. It's quickly moving for self, not for others. So it doesn't acknowledge emotions. It doesn't acknowledge feminine. This is an energy of not dwelling in the past, but taking action towards new opportunity. So very interesting. It feels like this king, this emperor, who has betrayed but is also essential to feminine, is picking up speed, is evaluating, is making a plan to take action and to create opportunity, is no longer dwelling in the past, right? So your person is taking action, is making a plan to no longer misuse the power. We have the Judge coming through, as well as the Shadow. Again, still grounding the energy with the King. Judge is number 14. 1 and 4 is 5, right? 5s really speak on challenges, conflicts, the struggles in our life, right? The things that really push us, right? We don't really understand why in the moment, right? During the moment of challenge, we have no idea. We don't really fully understand why we go through what we go through, the challenges we go through, right? But those challenges obviously create strength, wisdom, understanding, knowing. The challenge was this emperor judged you, judged too quickly. The one who judged too quickly is now wanting to advocate, protest, confess, fight, right, for this opportunity. This masculine is using discernment, making a plan to create an opportunity that's safe, that's true and fair. This is, again, the positive aspect of masculine. This is masculine in power. This is masculine taking the right action. The right action leading to compassion, right? Again, it feels like I'm refusing, I'm withdrawing, but now I'm coming to give, right? I've taken in the past, I'm changing that, right? I'm claiming back my power, the power that I've misused, and I'm going to give, I'm going to show. I was critical, I punished you. How could you forgive me? I was unforgiving in this energy, right? But I want to build, I want to create, I want to create an opportunity that can last forever, right? I'm seeing a white feather in my head, feeling pure, feeling guided, right? Feeling called to this truth, this peace, right? This pure love, this pure giving of love. But what's important is that feminine understands her job. The seed that she planted in the king, right? The seed that she planted in this emperor. The seed of love, right? Because masculine was ego, masculine was all in his head. She planted the seed of soul, the seed of love. That seed of compassion that he now wants to take action towards. Without the compassion of the feminine, right? Without the empress giving masculine her love, the emperor wouldn't know that the true power was that love, the love that was lacking, that he never had. The Judge signifies a really complex time. The Judge is needed during this time, right? Making a decision to bring the scales back into balance, to bring fairness, to bring justice to the situation. It's making the decision to be fair, to take actions in a fair way. The shadow, the darkness, right? Number 28, 2 and 8 is 10, right? Endings and new beginnings. 1 and 0 is 1. So again, going back to the beginning. So it feels like, again, starting over. 8s, right? Starting from scratch, going back, starting over from scratch, being fair, taking action, right? Reverse here. It's about inner work. It's about soul searching, right? It's looking in the mirror. It's assuming responsibility, no longer projecting, right? But definitely the dark night of the soul energy. This is revealing unconscious aspects of the self and the world around, right? After, this denial of self, right? So it's interesting, right? Because it feels like masculine was all in his head, was all about him, me. And treated feminine as if she was nothing. She wasn't a part of him. He thought he knew himself, right? And again, divine used this masculine to create a journey for feminine where she thought things through, right? Where she didn't rush so quickly, where she didn't give so willingly. Whether she acknowledges it or not, that is this journey here, right? So again, right, feminine played a key role in masculine's life, whether she realizes it or not. And same thing with masculine, right? And that's this acknowledgement here. This is, I've done the introspection. I've gone through pain, right? I've gone through the devastation of the ending, right? The ending of the love that was given, right? So even though masculine, again, did not acknowledge feminine in the past, there is the acknowledgement now because the absence of love was felt, right? Even though the love wasn't felt in the moment, or I won't say felt, it was felt, it wasn't acknowledged. Because remember, masculine refuses, right, to acknowledge those emotions, to acknowledge those feelings. Even though he thought he was being all about him, in all actuality, he didn't even realize who he was until he missed those emotions. Until he missed what feminine gave him. Until he missed what he denied. The things I can't see, the things I don't know. It feels like time. Time of not knowing, time of uncertainty, time of darkness, right? Is where that compassion was acknowledged. So again, without your absence, right? Without not having, I don't know if that makes sense. With the feminine missing, right? That darkness, that absence, that distraction, that denial, whatever you want to call it, withdrawal, rejection, refusal. You get what I'm saying? Separation, no contact, no communication. That darkness is where masculine acknowledged his emotions, his what he really wanted to give, what he really wanted. You see, before you, it was, what can I take? The darkness created, what can I give? So that's that exchange of power here. I know who I am now, and now I can see the world around me. So let's dive deeper. Let's really clarify why this energy is coming through. Spirit, show me why the one's coming through. We have the 3 of Wands. A decision to experience a journey, to initiate a journey. Aries energy, Emperor energy. The Emperor wants to experience a journey with who he feels is the one for him. The one that he feels the power of. Grounded by the Death card, Scorpio energy, right? Change, transformation, endings and new beginnings, right? The Death card is number 13, 1 and 3 being 4, which is all about fixations, right? Being focused. It's almost this reflection that leads to perfection. It's procrastination. Do I want to be stuck? Do I want to feel like this? That seed that starts to, crave that change, crave things to move. In that stagnation, suddenly things start to become clearer. That fear slowly starting to dissipate, and the possibilities of almost going back and changing things, right? There's this energy I'm picking up on of needing to go back into time and rewrite history, even though it's impossible. It's this want and this need to do so, right? To dwell in the past, to reminisce in the past, right? This explains why this person's no longer dwelling in the past, because the darkness was constantly reminiscing of the past, right? So this person experienced a period in this separation, in this darkness, in this denial of you, this fear that existed all the time, this fear of basically messing things up, right? Not acknowledging you, not acknowledging feminine, not acknowledging the one. This person, this masculine, this king, this emperor has transformed, has changed their perspective when it comes to the feminine, has changed their perspective when it comes to you, the one who they feel is the one. King of Cups. I favor you above everything and anyone else. I want to protect what I favor. I want to protect the one. I feel protected with my person. I feel protected with you. Taking action emotionally, right? To show you these emotions. I protected these emotions, but now I want to protect you. I want to create with you. Libra, Scorpio energy. I want to create change. I want to create fairness. I want to create justice on this journey. I want to initiate these things. I want to balance out the scales with you. Granted by the King of Wands. This Emperor is embodying the King of Cups and the King of Wands. This is being truthful, being honest, being warm and inviting. This is investing, initiating, instigating an experience, right? Cancer, Leo energy. Initiating things because the desire is so strong. This Emperor wants to bring relief, wants to bring resolution, wants to wipe your tears, wants to create, wants to start, wants to grow, right? It does feel like a period of uneasiness, loneliness, uncertainty, sadness. And it feels like materialistically, even with everything, right? Having abundance, having money, having success, which I feel this person having, right? This masculine is successful. This masculine's an entrepreneur. This masculine is a hard worker. But it feels like even though this person had money, there was still something missing. Even though this person, had success, right? So whatever was looked at as successful that this person attained, this masculine attained, they still weren't happy, right? No amount of success, no amount of what this person, this masculine created, doesn't matter how clever they were or not, does not matter. They still weren't happy. That's this, I want to be happy, and I know it's going to make me happy, right? So I'm going to take action. I'm going to initiate this. I'm going to start this. I want to grow from this. Four of Cups, the missed opportunity, right? I refused, and I'm sick to my stomach. It feels like they're focused on missing you. They're afraid they missed an opportunity. And it feels like because they're still, it feels like regret, right? I'm sick to my stomach because I regret because now I know what I didn't know then, right? Now I know what I want, right? I know because I've been stuck in it for a while. I've been focused on it for a while. I'm literally being drained. I'm tired. I can barely keep my eyes open right now. And I'm being honest, I can barely keep my eyes open in this reading. This Emperor, this masculine is tired. Tired of not being happy and tired of feeling like they f***ed things up. That it's too late to go back and to fix things. That they've already missed their opportunity. And that is the problem, though. That is what's stopping this masculine, that fear. That fear that they've already taken too long, right? That they were too long focused on themselves, too long focused on what they didn't do right. Too long have they been focused on this rejection, this refusal. Being grounded by the Page of Swords. This person, this masculine, this Emperor is in agony, right? Is mourning, is crying over the loss of you, hurting you, refusing you. Spirit, show me this betrayal. We have the Three of Cups. For some of you guys, this person went into a third-party situation. Remember, you guys, third party does not have to be sexual, right? Family, friends, yes, possibly a relationship, right? For each of you guys, it's going to be different. With the Ten of Cups, it's being seen as happily ever after. It's being seen as, you know, perfection. It's being seen as a positive family unit that's very happy, but it's not, right? It's not. And the reason I say that is because clearly it's clarifying this betrayal with you, this, I need to stop ignoring the reality. Remember, because this darkness is what creates that reality, right? Acting like they don't care ultimately creates the care. Ace of Wands. Creating, starting, growing with you, right? Being happy, you know, living that happily ever after, right? It feels like that's the action that's wanting to be had. It feels like, again, for some of you guys, this person just chose other things, right? Emotionally invested in things other than you, period. And when I say third party, I mean, that's as straight and as real as I can get. I'm going to emotionally invest in things other than you. That's how I betray. That's how I hurt, right? That's how I reject. That's how I refuse, because I'm selfish. I'm in my head. I don't have time to invest. I don't have time to love the one, right? I don't think they realized you were the one. I don't. And again, I feel like that betrayal is what makes them realize you are the one, right? Them ending things with you, betraying you, is what made them realize that you were their happily ever after, that they wanted to start with you, that they wanted to grow with you, that they could only grow and actually truly begin things with you because you are the one. The Devil. Again, it's like, look, a dog that bites its own tail, right? I'm hurting myself. I'm limiting myself, right? There's darkness, there's toxicity here, and this darkness, this toxicity, this unknowing energy, this not knowing, this uncertain, this uneasy energy. It's a facade. It's a fake entrapment, right? It's this person limiting themselves. Yes, unfortunately, you got to feel that too. But it was for a reason. Like, it wasn't just for it wasn't for nothing, right? With the Lovers, grounding this energy. It was a part of the plan. It was meant to be, right? And it feels like overall this week, all of the readings have been very much in the energy of masculine acknowledging where he went wrong. You know, masculine acknowledging the things that he never acknowledged before. The masculine seeing things from a different perspective. but also to the feminine understanding why the separation took place in the first place, right? It feels like that's what feminine had the hardest time with, is understanding why this happened to her. How could something she loves so much, something she wishes for so much, just not come true, right? How come it's not coming true? How come I can't have this wish, right? Feminine having a hard time, not wanting to accept anything other than this is her one, that she is supposed to be with him, right? It feels like masculine clearly, right, was in this energy of self-destruction. But this self-destruction is clearly leading to this masculine knowing what he wants, and that's this happily ever after, this powerful spiritual connection, this power that is felt between you two, this power that he is drawn to, this power that he is magnetized to. Tested, confused, not knowing which way to go, definitely at a crossroads. Do I go left? Do I go right? What decision do I make? But it does feel like they're leading towards the decision, of romance, affection. They want a relationship. They want to encounter the beginning of a relationship, the starting of a relationship with you. They feel chained to you spiritually. Spirit, show me this judging energy. With the High Priestess coming through, this definitely feels like, I'm feeling spiritually called to the darkness, to acknowledge the absence, to acknowledge the rejection, the things that I have refused, the things that are still uncertain, the things that are still unclear, right? The things that I don't know, right? This is a deeper understanding. This is taking my time. This is studying. This is guarding things. Okay, interesting. I'm being called to go back. Do you remember when I said that it feels like materialistically, right? There's a lot of what I can see with my eyes, right? I'm not saying that this person didn't have a belief system, because I do feel spirituality, right? I feel something here, right? And maybe that something was tradition. Maybe that something was, raised as a Christian, raised, whatever. You get what I'm saying? I'm just using it as an example, right? But it feels like there was religion, there was tradition in this person, in this masculine's energy, but it just feels like tangibly what I can see, right? So again, it feels like what I have saw my family do, right? What I was trained, I was taught to do, right? Again, I was getting knowledge. Most definitely it feels like a lot of this person's behaviors is coming from the way they were raised. I feel like this person was raised to believe what they could see, not what they could feel, right? So to stay in their head, to be smart, to be strategic, not to go with what they felt or what their soul was speaking to them. That's this balance, that's this justice, right? It's taking someone who is very tangible, right? And connecting them to the spiritual side, right? So it's the in-between, right? When it comes to the 3D and the 5D, right? So it feels like this person is still in that in-between, right? They're looking back in the old way of, I was very materialistic, right? And now I'm starting to see and gain more knowledge. So I'm starting to see that there's something bigger than me. There's something bigger than what I've been seeing, right? There's, again, it feels like missing pieces being kind of put into a puzzle, right? The things that were unknown are now becoming known. I'm starting to see the truth. I'm starting to see the difference between the tangible world and the spiritual world. I'm in between both. I'm balanced, right? I'm being fair in this energy, right? This is a balanced soul. This is a balanced masculine. 8 of Wheels, right? Planning. Again with the 8s. Planning, moving fast, taking action, creating opportunity, no longer dwelling in the past. So it feels like the more this masculine gets in tune with the spiritual side, the more he picks up speed. The High Priestess is also number 2. So it feels like this masculine, is starting to gain information, right? Those missing puzzle pieces have been found. They're starting to go into place. And it's like, okay, now what do I do? Now that I know this truth, what do I do first, right? How do I bring back this justice? How do I bring back this balance? King of Swords. How do I use this power to create order, right? How do I use this power to make the decision? How do I judge things fairly, right? Very interesting. The King of Swords is the judge, right? This is the ruler, right? The judge. So again, it feels like in power, right? It feels like what's been guarded by this masculine has always been a mystery, and it feels like that mystery is leading him to the spiritual understanding, the spiritual intellect, straight up, right? Which again is bringing this person to want, right? This masculine to want justice, to want to be fair. 9 of Cups, right? To be happy. To be satisfied, right? To have wish fulfillment. Granted by the Page of Cups. To communicate this idea that's on their mind, their intentions. To love you. To be lovers, right? This person clearly, I mean, you get what I'm saying? They've come to the realization that they love you. 3 of Wills, 3 of Pentacles. They want to collaborate. They want to work with you, right? They want to move forward. They want to proceed. They want to develop. They want to grow. You're being recognized. The 3 of Pentacles also speaks on being seen in a celebrity-like energy, right? So you may be a famous person, a lot of eyes on you, right? A lot of attention. Knight of Wills, Knight of Pentacles. Just being responsible, being serious. Wanting to give though, right? Being really serious when it comes to showing you compassion, giving to you emotionally. 5 of Swords. After removing, after refusing, after denying. That's the justice here. Refusing, accepting. This Emperor refused you and is now accepting you. Ace of Cups. The start of a new journey, a journey of love, a journey that leads to wish fulfillment, abundance, but more importantly, that connection with soul, that connection, right, that was missing. So again, you are the soul. Your soul spoke to this person's soul, initiated their soul. Right? Your absence initiated their soul to finally be acknowledged, to be felt. They denied what they truly felt within their soul. Spirit, show me these shadows. Show me this darkness. Show me this ending. Show me this beginning. 6 of Pentacles, again, to give to you in the way you gave to them. Page of Wands. To be there for you, to be loyal to you, to give to you. To fall in love with you. To be your friend, right? To be your companion. Five of Cups. The conflict, the challenge is the fear. The fear of those emotions, the fear of what's been kept secret. The challenge is they're afraid that they've lost you forever. They want to give to you, but they're legit afraid that they've lost you forever. 7 of Swords, because they lied to you, because they lied to themselves, because they betrayed, they hurt, they stabbed, right? They stole. But this person's talking about you, this masculine, this Emperor, is making a plan that is still secret. This plan to experience with you, to initiate things with you, to fall in love with you. Wow, 4 of Wands. To marry you, to celebrate life with you. Granted by the Hanged Man, in this stagnation, they have realized that you're the one. that you're the one that they want to be with, that you're the one that they want to experience the rest of their life with, that they can actually have harmony and peace, right? That they can feel safe and at home. Them facing their fears and communicating, coming to you and telling you, right? Again, the only thing stopping this person is their fears that they've lost you forever. Their fear, that fear that they've, again, been focusing on for a long time. I'm focused on this missed opportunity. I'm focused that I took too long, that I've lost you for good, that I lost the one person that I know that I could be happy and be excited and be committed and loyal to, right? So that fear is the only thing that's holding them back. And that's why this is the most difficult thing your person has done. Spirit, show me a little bit more when it comes to this one, please. The bench. The bench is contemplation. Contemplating, have I really lost the one? Can I protect? Can I actually initiate? Can I actually have this journey? Right? Definitely thinking about it hard, right? Again, with this journey globe, right? Experience, travel, right? Contemplating traveling to you, right? Physically, emotionally, spiritually, right? Definitely contemplating, where do I go from here? How do I create this, right? How do I experience this? I feel like there's mountains in between us. I feel the distance. I feel the coldness. I feel, right, that absence. It feels so far away. It definitely feels like a really hard challenge to overcome, but it doesn't matter, right? Because it's their dreams, it's their fantasies. It's their dreams that they are planning to make reality, right? The dreams, wishing, coming true, right? You get what I'm saying? Wish fulfillment here. It definitely feels like for majority of you guys, you're literally separated by a pretty good distance here. If not, it just feels like you guys aren't on the same level, right? That's why it feels so far away and so unbelievable, but yet at the same time, it just feels like truth, right? Even though this person's so far away, it also feels like they're there. They're so close. We have the ocean, the cloud, and the butterfly coming through. I mean, clearly there's a lot of emotions here, right? But it also feels like there's these emotions that are still missing, right? So it feels like even though in this absence, your emotions have grown deeper for this masculine, this emperor, same thing, right? In this absence, their emotions have grown deeper, but there's still these emotions missing. With the cloud, this is about cleansing. This is about ideas coming from this cleansing. Storms, chaos, confusion, right? Destruction. Being cleansed of that, and in that moment, in that cleansing, in that chaos, in that destruction, clarity, that aha moment, that epiphany, right? The change, butterfly, transformation, adapting, overcoming limitations, acknowledging the misuse of power. This person has most definitely, acknowledged their own toxic ways, the things limiting them, right? The things holding them back. Like we have grounding this energy with the heart. We have the wolf coming through, the bird, the wreath, the ram, and the key. Wow. Okay. This is howling at the moon. This is announcing to the world, right? I'm going to go after what I desire, right? I'm going to protect. I'm going to defend, right? What I feel. Right. So again, this person has changed and is now wanting to fight for what they feel, right? Wanting to bring you, right, the communication that you deserve, the clarity that you deserve, right? This person is coming to bring you a message of that circle, right? That coming back around energy. The wreath is very comparable to the Four of Wands, right? this forever, this excitement, this celebration, okay? Coming back around to bring celebration. The Ram, Aries energy, right? Clearly Emperor energy, taking action, right? Being in power, okay? And the key, wisdom, knowing now, right? That aha moment leads to the doors opening, right? So that aha moment, that idea that comes from this darkness is, I want to open this door. I know now, I have clarity, right? I have the answers I need. I know now when it comes to my heart, I know now what it is that I truly want, what was missing. This is fast energy, but a steady, fast energy, right? This person's moving very quickly, but this is I'm not going to be all over the place. This is a very steady, consistent energy, right? So in other words, this person moving fast, it's not slowing down, right? They're maintaining that speed. There's strength here. There's courage. There's this, I regret this because there were so many burdens that my Empress, my feminine, the one for me, has carried, right? So it's this energy of wanting to move in really quickly to carry those burdens for you, right? To release the pressure, right? To relieve. Leo energy, the lion. Wanting to be strong for you, wanting to be courageous for you. The Star card, right? Wanting wish fulfillment, defending my dreams, defending my ideas, fighting and defeating this evil, this toxicity. White lily, pureness, pure love, pure emotions, clarity, right? It feels like this person is coming from a pure place, right? Wanting to grow. Their intentions are true, right? It's like this person is wanting to come to you to tell you this truth, to bring you clarity, to make your wishes come true, but also to make their dreams come true. And it's something that's going to last, right? I don't see this energy tiring out. If anything, I feel it building up, right? Wanting to build with you, wanting to create with you, wanting to, again, grow with you here. Their dreams is to grow, is to have this relationship, to fall in love. We have the fish, Pisces energy, the tree, the feather. Remember I was telling you I was seeing a white feather? This feels like a really pure and lighthearted energy, right? Again, with the tree that grows, that protects, that nurtures, that produces, right? And with the fish here, this flow of emotions. Definitely with the lantern grounding this energy. This is that inner knowledge, right? This is the path to self, right? This twin flame, this masculine counterpart is on fire. The feminine has always seen this flame, has always seen masculine in this powerful energy. I mean, obviously this masculine, this emperor is seeing feminine with this beauty, with this power, with this dignity, with this compassion, this love, right? That he's willing to change to have it because he can't live without it. Right? He knows who he is. He knows what he wants. Being very clear, wanting to grow, wanting to expand, wanting to be happy. It feels like this masculine didn't know what happiness was. Didn't know how to really make things grow. Didn't really know how to make or create. Yeah. Didn't know how to create from a space of true love. This is an energy of I'm coming from my heart. I'm coming from my soul. I'm coming vulnerable and exposed. The pillar, balance, right? I'm coming to give to you what you gave to me. I'm coming to balance things out, to match you, right? This is harmony. This is balance. This is duality. This is the twin flames. They are the foundation. Both of you guys are fixated on one another. Both of you guys acknowledge each other as your twin, as your counterpart, as the one. As the truth. Again, with those pure and honest emotions. that higher perspective. The bull, Taurus energy, but this is also masculine and feminine, right? This is also balance, duality, harmony, right? We have the flag, surrendering to it, right? Surrendering to those emotions that last forever. It does feel like protection. It feels like defending, fighting. After moving so slow. Time was needed for this balance to take place. Procrastination, it was needed for this person to defend what they truly feel inside. It feels like this procrastination, this separation, this darkness, right, is what makes this person surrender to exchanging, right, giving, releasing, allowing those emotions to flow. Spirit, let's wrap this up with a few more cards to really tie it all in together, please. There it is. And I'm going to leave it at this, right? We have the flame coming through, right? This passion igniting between you two, this desire, this craving for you, this craving for their twin, for justice with the Libra scales here. This is definitely confirmation that this masculine, this king, is your counterpart, is your twin flame, and this stagnation is creating the ignition of this journey. So I do want to get some ending, I guess, advice, ending messages to really wrap this reading up for you. Definitely don't forget to drop a comment and let me know how this reading resonated. Spirit, let's get that ending message, please. Ending message when it comes to this reading today for the collective. We have the rock, right? Stability, right? Solidarity, holding down the fort, right? The essential building blocks to actually grow. This person's coming in a very solid energy, right? In a very pure energy. Again, ice. This coldness led to this truth, this purity, this clarity. It led to the truth that this emperor was unhappy without you. The equator balance, right? The challenge is not feeling whole, not feeling right, not feeling at peace, not feeling in tune, right? Or aligned, but feeling disconnected. And that conflict itself is what's really, again, making this person crave this balance, crave, overcoming this challenge, overcoming this coldness, overcoming this isolation, right? So again, all of this itself has created the holiness, the pureness, right? That higher ascension, that I see things now from a different perspective. Absolutely. Passion. Passion to create from the soul, right? This person has changed. Volcanoes, this person is about to explode, right? It definitely feels like things are about to heat up. Yeah, again, plants, growth, number 19, 1 and 9 being 10, right? Again, there's an ending, but there's a new beginning, right? This person, there's been an ending when it comes to their toxic ways, and things are about to start, things are about to grow from a more balanced, a more harmonious, right, perspective. So definitely a beautiful reading. So make sure you guys are hitting that notification bell to all so that you are notified the next time I upload. With that being said, family, I love you guys very much. Namaste, stay blessed, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.